Today I'm going to be reading my Celestial Gift cards. These ones are not available for purchase. These are my personal cards that I use to bring the messages to you that Spirit would like you to do. So I plan to do these every week so you can work along through with the growth that Spirit would like you to make, working on each individual gift or progress steps that Spirit would like for you to develop your psychic abilities. So I am going to be again pulling my own personal ones for the week ahead as well. I tried very, very hard last week to do exactly what was required of me, what was asked of me in my reading, in the cards for me, and at the end I'll let you know what happened with that. So quite challenging, but I feel I tried very hard. So, and that's all we can do, is try very hard to do what it is we're supposed to do. So I'm going to get back into the reading here. I'm going to select the 3 groups again, and then I think I'm going to pull the cards upright again so you can see which one you're more drawn to, and then we'll bring out the gifts that Spirit would like you to work on, or the practices or little things that they ask you to do, the activities that they ask you to do to help strengthen your psychic abilities and to help you progress and level up, because that's what we're here for. We're here to strengthen our connection, our spiritual connection, our psychic connection, and these are the tips and I don't feel we ever stop learning. I don't feel we ever stop improving. I think that's the thing. If you get to a stage where you think you are the greatest and you've got nothing left to learn, then I think you'll stop learning. So I feel like it's we never stop learning. We never stop improving. And as long as we're pursuing that need to grow and work and do what's required of us to improve our psychic gifts, I feel like Spirit will keep offering their assistance to help us with that connection. So let's get into these readings. I'm also going to pull mine as a bonus reading at the end. I'll be reading for any messages that Spirit want to bring through from me, but it's also like a little bonus section for you as well. So if you're feeling like you could do more than what you just received from one, 2 or 3 from your group, and you want a little bit more for the week, you can take on some extra challenges, then take a look at the bonus section at the end and see if you want to follow along with those as well. But I do have a story of what happened that I had remote viewing, so mine was a little bit different last week. I thought I didn't remote view, but Spirit during the week reminded me of my remote viewing experience, and that I want to share because that was part of all of what happened last week for me. So I want to share my steps with you as well, and my growth with you as well, because as long as we're working through what Spirit wants us to do, then we are improving, and that's all we can do. So let's get on to these readings. I'm going to lay out 3 cards, and I'm going to get you to choose group 1, 2 or 3, and then we'll pull your cards from there. A moment and see which card resonates with you today. Group 1 is the herbalist, the plant medicine, very earthy energy, all about working with plants, working with nature's gifts, working with nature, earth energy as well. Could be earth magic here. It could be that you're into growing herbs, or you're into different plant remedies as well. It could be things like incense, or oils that you could be burning, things that you're into there. So this is a very earthy energy here I'm feeling with this one here. If this resonates with you, then this is where your messages will be in this group here today. This group here is the light worker, the spread positivity. If you feel that you are here to help the earth, to help humanity by spreading light, by working with, you can see the background here, working with the energy of earth energy as well as cosmic energy as well around the light, and here to help the earth and humanity with this light energy, this light work or positive energy. If this resonates with you today, then this is where your messages will be. Now this here is the energy of claircognizance. So this is somebody that receives downloads. They just know information. They know things that they have no idea how they know. They receive downloads and answers about things, and things just come to them in their mind. So this is all about that claircognient energy. Downloads. So if this energy resonates with you today, then this is where your spirit message is going to be. Welcome back, Group 1. Okay, Spirit would like you to meditate this week. Make sure you're taking time out to meditate, even that if that is just 5 minutes a day, even that is just before you go to sleep. If you don't have time during your regular schedule, then just make sure you're taking at least 5 minutes out a day to try and center yourself, to try and tap into the energy of just for your spiritual health, just for your activating your mind and activating your, and I say mind for a reason, I'll get to that, activating your mind on a spiritual level. So it's like a spiritual journey, but it works through your mind and it works through meditation. So they're asking me to try and do 5 minutes a day. Now, if you take longer meditations and you already have a practice of doing longer meditations, then please continue to do that. But also please to add in those shorter ones as well if you're not already doing them. It helps to release some of the clutter that goes on around us, the energy of the people surrounding us and picking up on energy as well. And just that energy around us, it's asking it to release it, and I'm feeling that through here as well. Releasing the energy of just the busyness that goes on around us, the duties that we have to do, the responsibilities, energy of other people that we pick up on, and it's just about just releasing it. Now, something you might be able to do when you're meditating and visualizing is look at it, think of it like a dandelion. So everything you've accumulated for that day, holding as a dandelion, and you blow on the dandelion and you just release that out to the universe. So releasing all burdens, all stresses, anything that's had your mind in knots, or just allow yourself to really just have emptiness and centered thoughts. So come back to centeredness. Now it's asking you to practice tapping into source mind. Now if you don't do that, it's saying please ask your spirit team for help. They're there to teach you, they're there to guide you. This is what this is all about. So here it's saying remember to, when you're meditating, tap into your spirit team and say, what would you like me to learn today? What would you like to teach me today? What can I do today? What is it that I need to learn, or what is it the message that you have for me? So if there's something that you're wanting to do, or if you're wanting to do the activity here, which I'm going to go through, which I feel is very important for you, Group 1, and you could get more insights from your own spirit team. I feel we all do things differently. We all have different ways of doing things, and we learn from our spirit team. They're there to teach us, our spirit guides and spirit teachers. So they're there. This is where we get the real learning from. It's not from books, it's not from other people, it's from our own spirit team. They're the ones that are there to teach us what we need to know, what's important for our mission, what's important for us. So here it's saying if there's more insights to be gained here, please incorporate your spirit team and listen quietly in that little 5-minute moment that you do. If you can do longer, then do longer. But if you only have 5 minutes, then please try to do that every day. Now, Source Mind Universal Consciousness is, and you'll see that on my other channel. My other channel is where I do all of the messages. So there's a lot more message-based reading over there. There's astrology over there, and there's more spirit work and questions that I do one-on-one with spirit. I've always tapped into this golden energy before I read. So I visualize this, do the protections, and then visualize this. It looks to me like gold energy, much like this image here. It's like comes from the mind. And then I discovered, now I can't remember the name of the scientist that's done the research on this, but it is in my videos over on that channel. So he talks about how we all are connected, and this is how we connected when they say we are all connected. It's our minds. They're all connected through the same source energy. So it's where all information is stored. Every thought, every experience, ever, past, present, future, there's room in this energy, this ether energy, this source energy, this universal consciousness, where all of that information is stored. And this is how I feel as psychics, we're able to tap in and find out things about messages for people, or upcoming events, predictions, things that are happening in the future, true crime things that have happened in the past. So this is where I feel we can tap into this energy, this source field, this source mind. There's many names for it. It has many names, but Spirit told me to call it source. So, but to me it feels like one giant mind, a source mind where all mind information is stored. So the mind is outside of the brain, is what I was learning from what Spirit was giving me as messages, but also it is and then it had the fact-based information coming in from science experiments. So that I feel is very important. If you want more information on that, I'll give the links to my other channel so you can look for that reading, and I think it's called something like increasing your psychic ability, or this increases your psychic ability, something like that. It was a phenomenal reading. It was a really intense session that I had, and it blew me away, because I've always done that gold light tap in, but I didn't know what it was. And I've always done the white light protection, but I didn't actually know why and what that all meant. But this video explains what all of that means. So I feel that will be very interesting for you to take a look at. But what they're saying is that they're really asking you to tap into that energy. I tap into it through gold light. I sometimes see different strands. Sometimes it's a big wide stream of connection. Sometimes it's smaller strands that are coming in, and it's always gold. But I always do the visualization of the white first, because that's very important for putting your vibration on the right vibration. Now let me just bring this information in properly. So putting your vibration into the right level to be able to tap into this source field and read from it. So you cannot just go in normally, cannot just go in with negative intentions. You really have to have pure intentions when you go in and tap into this energy. So it's about being in the right state of mind. It's being in the right energy, feeling, emotional energy, bliss energy, love energy, joy energy. It's like exhilarating energy as well. When you're really tapping into it, it also it comes from a place of truth. It comes from a place of purity as well, to be able to really get into this source mind energy. Now this is all information that they've brought through to me, and I show you over on my other channel the steps of how I learnt that, but then I put the scientific proof behind it on what it all means. So I think that's very interesting for you, but I do feel that's what Spirit wants you to work on here. Now it does say manifest, create wishes, maybe working on some manifesting techniques this week for you, Group 1, but the serious work that you're doing, Group 1, is tapping in through meditation, smaller meditation, tapping into your spirit team and working on connecting into the source mind, source field, universal consciousness, or the ether. So there are many different terms for the same energy: divine energy, divine source energy. There's many names for it, but it's about tapping into that, and that's what Spirit wants you to work on this week. So hope you enjoy that reading, Group 1. I'll be back with your reading again next week to see what further steps you need to make next. Welcome back, Group 2. Welcome back, light workers and those that spread positive energy to help humanity and help the earth. You've got some big work to do this week, Group 2. First of all, we're working a little bit through creativity as well. You may have some creative projects that you're working on, divinely inspired creative projects you're working on. We've got sacral chakra energy as well. That's about creation, but it can also be about having faith in your own abilities as well. You're working on a bit of confidence in that area, confidence to be able to know you're really connected and tapped in here, but you're working a lot through the solar plexus energy, which sits below the navel, so it's the orange energy. So you could be doing a lot of visualizations around that area and just really opening up your solar plexus area. Now a couple of things about the solar plexus energy: when it becomes blocked, it can cause lower back pain, it can cause issues with sexuality or your sex organs, because that's all governs that area. So there could be some blockages there, either from that energy or it could cause that energy. So here it could be you're needing to really release some negativity that's situated in that area. So a bit of visualizing for you this week, group 2, on releasing the negativity around your sacral chakra and releasing any past hurt and sexual trauma based energy here, releasing some of that energy. So here it is saying that we've got a bit of ritual, ceremony, shamanism for you, group 2. So doing a bit of work, it could be related to work around your chakras or your sacral chakra, or it could indeed be you're taking an interest in shamanic cultures or practices, maybe looking into a little bit of that, learning some more things about those things and looking into that further. It could be even protection rituals. It could be just other rituals around what I do feel. Honestly, I feel what's coming in around you, group 2, is there's people do candle releasing. Now, I don't do it. I don't have any experience in it, but I have seen it. They light candles, and those candles represent something, and they melt a certain way, and the way the flame flickers and the way the candle melts has a purpose and a meaning. So, and it symbolizes certain things. But I feel like you need to either do some kind of candle work, or work with releasing through wax or candles or flame here. And I feel it is to do with past traumas or things that are holding you back, is what I'm feeling. Could be a block in your creativity as well, and you're needing to do some actual burning of candle work here to help release that. Now, for that, I feel if you don't know what you're doing there, then you can look at tutorials, I guess on YouTube there would be, or you could seek out a professional that works in that area. But I do feel that's something you're needing to do. Now, I do feel these are gifts that Spirit want us to work through. So I do feel it is all about you becoming a practitioner yourself. So this could be you working and starting to learn more about practices around candle burning, flame work, rituals around that, because I feel you're going to be an energy healer. You may already be an energy healer, but you may need to incorporate a bit of this candle magic, this candle wax, flame burning energy here. It says that you are an energy healer or a practitioner, so you're needing to work. Now, for some of you it may be seek out professional to do that for you, but I do feel that this is a gift that Spirit wants you to have. They want you to work on, and maybe it's something you could learn to do, but I feel like you are you've got great energy for healing. So this could help your healing. It could be helping around releasing past traumas, whether that's past life traumas or whether that's childhood traumas, relationship traumas. It all stems from this area. So here it's saying that they want you to start practicing those things or become a energy practitioner. So that's something that you could be learning to do. Now, also working with light codes or energy information. So receiving light codes. Now, it could be orbs that you're seeing. It could be things you're seeing through lights, like light flickers or light information. It could be when you close your eyes, you're watching what the lights are doing, you're watching what the energy is doing, and you're learning to read those codes. So here there's a bit of work going on around you. It may be something you're interested in already, or you've been studying, or it could be just something that Spirit wants you to start working on energy information or reading energy. Now, I do have a energy reader card, a empath card as well. This is more to do with light code, so it's more to do with light. So it could be more cosmic energy, higher up energy. It's angelic energy even. I know there's a language around angelic energy here. I'm feeling could also be really connected here. So it's angelic language through light codes. I'm feeling that's what you're being given. Or needing to learn and research here. Now, harmonics and vibration is another very important thing. So here we're learning to, and what they're saying is increasing the harmonics or increasing the vibration. Your vibration is going to make this light code come in a lot easier. Now, maybe this is something that you've worked with in a past life. You were able to read certain harmonics, or you'll read certain light codes or light energy. It's vibration. Maybe you're able to read things hidden within vibration. I'm not sure what that means, but this is what I'm hearing as I go. So it's what they're showing me again is energy here of perhaps practices you've had in the past. This is past life skills that you've had where you were once an energy reader, maybe a shaman. You were maybe a shaman in a past life, but you were able to affect vibration in some way through either your energy or through reading light codes within vibration. So I'm not sure, this is quite intense energy, group 2, quite powerful energy as well, and quite gifted energy here that I feel. So it may be that you're bringing back some of your past skills from past lives, or it may also be that there's angelic energy around you and they're wanting you to raise your vibration in order to be able to read the light codes that are coming through to you. So I hope this makes sense to you, group 2. Keep working on all of your gifts, keep working on the little things, the little activities that they're showing you to do, and hopefully you'll be leveling up soon or going into some of these really fascinating areas. Thank you for joining me, group 2. I have more information about these things over on my other channel, which I I put a lot of my experiences tapping in with spirit over there. More readings over there as well, personal message readings, astrology readings, more positive energy. That's my positive light worker channel is over on there. I'll put links down below. So please join me, all you light workers. Thank you so much. I will see you again next week. I'm back, group 3. So you've got claircognizance and the downloads receiving from spirit. Now they're also talking about prophecy, the gift of prophecy, and working through future events here. So you may be working through with the prediction decks and working on prophecies coming up around world events, personal prophecies even. Here, but it's talking about prophecy. So maybe you are gifted at seeing future events or knowing things that are going to happen. Maybe it's through dreaming, maybe it's through visions, maybe it's through downloads that you're getting future events. So please take note of these. You need to record these to check back up on them and have them dated as well. But there's some work for you, group 3, around prophecy and future events. Now it's saying also the interwovenness of humanity, of spirit, and how it's all one. So this connecting things together. Now what I'm feeling this is everything you've been through up to this point has been for a purpose, and I feel like all the skills you've learned and gathered throughout your time, it's all interwoven for a certain reason, and it leads you to a revelation. We've got revelation on the table. It leads you to like an understanding or something beyond the veil, so relating to the spiritual world. So this energy here is interwoven, all as one. So it's about being able to really understand how we are all one and what is considered when we say all is one. So we're all connected, we're all interwoven. Now why I do feel like it's a personal thing for you, and all of the events that have happened in your life, all the people you've met and dealt with, all of the things you've learned, I think it all interweaves within your life structure to produce and bring you to the point that you are now, and you learn from those things. So it's about really reaching a point where you have a revelation or an understanding or the light bulb moment where it says, okay, I understand, I used to do that and I understand why that is. So it's about reaching a point of understanding how we are one, how things are all interwoven and interconnected. And it's also really fascinating energy that I'm picking up around your group 3. Now I don't know if you're fascinated by it, or it's fascinating energy in that when you sit back and think about certain things that happen and take note of them, it's like you really opening your eyes and having a revelation and thinking, okay, this thing that's just happened, it could be a person sitting on a bench with a dog, and that could be a really significant message for you. And it's about understanding or reaching a point where you think all these little signs and symbols that come in from the universe that mean things and actually answer questions that we ask. How does that happen? Why does it happen? And it's really about opening your eyes to there being beyond a veil, there being a spirit world, there being another dimension even. You could be looking at other dimensions here. We're looking at higher states. We're looking at ascension and this is where we're talking about higher states of being, higher states of consciousness, higher states of, it feels like dimensions here. It's dimensional energy. Now it could be you opening up and ascending. It could be you learning how everything is interwoven, how the dimensions are interwoven is what I'm picking up around you. Really fascinating energy. It's like you're seeing beyond the veil, or you're going to be shown a glimpse beyond the veil. Now, you may not see it. It may not be like a vision you see with your eyes. It may just be kind of, it feels like a revelation. It feels like a hard energy and like, okay, I understand why this has all happened. I can see what you've been trying to show me, or you see it for the signs and the symbols that are around you, and you start to question, okay, how does this happen? Why does this happen? I know it means something. How is this all interconnected? And it shows how the spirit realm is connected to your physical realm, and there's a connectedness between the two. That's what I'm showing. So it's like you removing that veil and really understanding how the physical world works with the dimensional world or the spiritual world, and you're really tapping in to get downloads from that, and understanding that you are a communicator, or a kind of a bit of a able to read that energy that's coming in from higher states of being, high dimensions. Now, it could be your leveling up, it could be your ascending, it could be your mind ascending. Here is what I'm feeling around you. So it may not be your physical body, but it feels to be your mind. Your mind is, and you can see this is a mind card over here. This is breath work, releasing stress, but it feels like your mind is really opening up here and being able to see other dimensions, being able to see and understand or feel and know, because we have claircognizance, so know that there is other worlds, other dimensions, and how they're all connected, and putting the pieces together. Now, maybe this is how you're going to be able to see future events, by tapping into this energy and really getting to see the fabric of existence is what I'm feeling. Deep for you, group 3, deep energy. Now, it may be something you're interested in, and maybe something you're looking at during the week. Maybe it is maybe it's a spiritual gift, maybe it's something you do through breathwork meditation, maybe it's something that you actually start looking into and learning about. But they're wanting you to really open your eyes to how the signs and symbols that happen around you, and how they're coming in from the spiritual world and the material world being interwoven. And that's what they're asking you to really recognize and understand, because it's going to enhance your downloads, your claircognizance ability, but also help you bring in future events or prophecy in a much stronger way. It's like you're getting to see beyond the veil. So beautiful, powerful energy for you, group 3. The other thing they're saying is that please take the time to do some breath work, release stress. So it's saying that you could be holding on to a bit of material world stress, a bit of physical world stress, and there's so much available to you to really tap into, interwoven into other dimensions and other realms, or the spiritual world, or different worlds, being your physical world, your spiritual world, your emotional world, and how they're all interwoven. But you're really needing to let go. You're holding a lot of physical world stress, and that's holding you down. It's like an anchor, and it's asking you to do some breath work and release that, because then you're going to see how this is all interwoven. So really amazing energy around you, group 3. I'd love to hear what you're learning. I'd love to hear what you're into, because this is all very fascinating. So for more readings like this, more pick a card readings, more astrology readings, more readings around learning with spirit, and I put a lot of my questions I have with spirit and answers they've given me over on that channel as well. My old Weird Wednesday readings I used to do on this channel, they're all now over on that other channel. So I'll put the links down in the comments for that channel, and then in the bonus section I'm going to show you what my cards are for today. Thank you for joining me, group 3. I will see you again next week. Welcome to the bonus section. Now, this is what Spirit wants me to work on this week, and I'll let you know what I've done with last week. So last week I had to work on holding a really positive vibration. So that was my activity for last week, was really to try and remain positive throughout the week and hold a positive vibration for myself and for others. Now, I had a lot of experiences during the week. I was with somebody suffering from a breakdown, a mental health crisis, and I was around that energy. So for one thing, you can, as an empath, you can absorb that energy, but I really had to really maintain on keeping positive vibration to help both shield me, but also to help the people that were around me affected by this. So also I had a couple of headaches last week, so it was really challenging to be able to hold and try and keep this positive energy vibration with headaches. So I did my very best, and I really did try to be as positive as I could and hold that positive state for as long as I could during last week. Now, they also told me about remote viewing was my activity for last week, and I thought, I'm not really into remote viewing, and I think I even said that I'm not really into remote viewing. Now, I did have a dream about the Pope, and this was a couple of days prior to the Pope being on the news with his pneumonia. I was coughing in the dream, and I did a reading on that. So I posted that dream up and I did a reading. Now, a friend of mine watched that video, and she said, was that the Tower card in that reading? She said, and her and I, a few years back, we did a lot of years of deep diving rabbit holes and learning. We opened our eyes together and we're digging for truth together. So, and one of the things that happened during that time was the passing of a Pope at that time when we were doing that, and lightning hitting I think it was the Vatican, the lightning that hit the Vatican around the time of the death of that Pope. And she said to me, was that the Tower in your reading? She said, because do you remember when we were looking at the Pope passing, and there was something to do with lightning striking the Vatican at the time? So she said that reminded her of that. So and then I started thinking about when we used to do that years ago, around about 2011ish, around that. We did it for a few years. What we used to do was meditate. Then we'd use pastels and we'd sketch out every vision we're getting. So just sketch them all onto one art piece each, and we'd be sketching out these visions that we were receiving, and then we'd compare them together. And from that's what we used to do our deep dives with. We used to, and if we saw lightning, that's how we, if that was part of our visioning, then we were to look into lightning. And I think that's how we came across the lightning hitting the Vatican around the death of the Pope. So it is very interesting, and then it made me think, that's kind of remote viewing. We were remote viewing, seeing symbols or seeing different scenarios, and we were sketching them out, and then we were comparing them, and then we were reading what they meant, what that actually was the message coming through. So I thought I kind of do have experience with remote viewing in that way, not the traditional sense of remote viewing, but it was kind of remote viewing that we were doing. We were receiving images or downloads, and we were sketching them out and then deep diving them or rabbit hole reading with them. So that was really interesting, and it was the message that she sent me about the video of the Tower card, and that reminded her about the death of the Pope, and that we were researching with that lightning hitting, and it reminded me how we used to start those researches that we used to do. It used to be through remote viewing first. So very, very interesting. I would have never have thought of that unless I received that message about that video that was posted last week. So getting into my reading for this week, also your bonus reading if there's a little bit more work that you want to do. I've also got the claircognience and the downloads as well, but what I've got sitting on my claircognience and downloads is trust your feelings. Now this is one for me, because we all have certain gifts that we are very confident in. I'm a clairsentient, so I feel energy very well. I'm empathic. I can feel energies around me. I can sit in someone's energy and feel what they're feeling, or feel the thickness of energy, the feel of the vitality of energy. I can feel whether an energy feels negative or positive. I can feel emotion through tapping into energy. I can even feel mannerisms and personalities through energy work, and that's my strongest gift. I also, my next gift is my clairaudience. I hear, so spirit brings through words or sentences for me, and that's another gift that I've had for a very long time. I feel very confident in. I do get visions as well. I can see visions, third eye visions, and that's my third gift that I have. But my claircognient downloads, I'm probably not as confident with those as what I could be, and here they're saying they want me to work on trusting my claircognient downloads. So when I'm getting claircognient downloads about just knowing something or information coming through and just going with it, and I guess these readings do that. I really have to. There are areas I know nothing about, like the shaman reading this week and that kind of candle energy. That's information I know nothing about. Some of the other readings for this week as well have been information I really am not familiar with, but I really just have to open up and let Spirit give me the downloads, the claircognient. And that's what these readings are very good for me to practice having faith and trust in my claircognient ability. So it's not words that are coming through for me, it's not the clairaudience, it's just information streaming down, claircognient downloads as I just open my mouth and just produce the message. So let it come out. So this is good for me, these readings. It's good for me to practice that. It's good for me to have more faith in that and to trust that ability, which is not my primary ability. So that's really interesting. So if you're taking this as a bonus reading, it's saying you too need to trust your abilities, your claircognient abilities, your download abilities. You need to have more faith and you need to have more trust in your abilities to do this. Trust that the messages coming through are from the divine source, or they're truthful and they're accurate messages, having more faith in that and more confidence in that. Now the other thing is divine connection I'm feeling coming in through there. It's about you can see this energy of the light around the hands. What a beautiful card this is. The light coming out of the hands. This is where when I do energy work, I feel the energy comes, and you can feel it too. If you're an energy worker, you'll feel that energy in your palms. When I'm creative and creating something or doing art, I feel it in my fingertips. So this is the energy coming through, divine energy coming through, divinely inspired energy coming through. And this is really trusting that this information that you're tapping into is divine energy, and that you're trusting that it's coming from a divine source, and that you are just letting it come out and know that it is real, and that you trust the information you're bringing through. So that's what we're working on this week with this one here. Now the other thing is starseed cosmic origin. So I've had many dreams about this kind of thing. I'm not actually public with it or anything. The dreams and the things that I've had around starseed information. Actually, many years, I'll just let you know, many years ago, prior to the internet even, I had a dream. I'm a very strong dreamer, that something happened. And one of the messages that they gave me was, because I said in the dream, oh, I remember this. I remember learning all of this. And they said, yes, you are a star child. That's what they said to me in the dream. And this is prior to internet, prior to the big information coming through around star seeds and cosmic energy and things like that. So that's something I have never shared publicly, but that was just a personal message for me personally, related to dreams that I used to have around this kind of energy. So they're asking me to tap back into that cosmic energy, and I actually have been getting this as a personal message lately, wanting me to expand when I do my white light, expanding it beyond my area and into cosmic energy here as well. So tapping back into cosmic origin energy here for me as well. Perhaps to really receive downloads, perhaps in some way related to divine connection to that cosmic energy, that cosmic origin energy as well. So yeah, very interesting. What do I have to practice this week? I have to practice having faith in my claircognience and my downloads, and having faith in trusting the message coming through and relaying the message as well, because sometimes I don't do that. So yeah, that's interesting. So I'll be back next week, and hopefully you all got some really good messages for today.